The Texans' defense dominated the Seahawks for much of the game. At the start of the fourth quarter, Seattle faced a 14-point deficit from its own 2.
Here comes the blitz. Wilson has time, looks far side. Back shoulder throw, going up. Doug Baldwin, he makes the catch.
I knew that he had his feet in. It definitely looked like he did. He does a great job of that. We work on that all the time. It was a great play by him. That was definitely a game-changing play right there, and it allowed us to keep the drive going, and we made some other big plays.
First downs, let alone big plays, were hard to come by. But with linebacker Brian Cushing out of the game with a concussion, Russell Wilson found space to run.
And that's what Russell Wilson's going to have to do to get this offense back in the game.
Marshawn and I were talking, hey, Russ, just take over. Just decided, I'm going to step up. I'm going to slide a little bit more. If it's not there, I'm going to take off and see what happens, just to get positive gains rather than going backwards, taking a sack. It just seemed like the momentum was kind of changing our way. We just had to keep it going, keep believing, keep finding a way to get first downs and get closer and closer to the end zone, and we did that.
Now scrambling around to the right side. He's a magician, and he slips down across the 25-yard line.
J.J. Watt still looking for where Russell was as he did a pirouette in the pocket that time. And J.J. Watt just fell down trying to keep up with him.
I thought we had him in the pocket, but the problem is when he steps up in the pocket and then gets back outside, some of the stuff he did was magical.
Wilson saved his best trick for when his team needed it most.
4th and 3, Seahawks at the Houston 7.
Field goals aren't going to do anything for you, so they need to pick up a first down here. Texans got to stand strong.
Wilson fakes the give. Runs the bootleg to the right side. Trying to spring himself free. And Wilson gets across the 5. He's out of bounds at the 3. How does he do it?
On the play, Cushing's replacement Darryl Sharpton had a chance to stop Wilson, but ended up missing the tackle.
I knew I had to go get it. Normally, on third down situations, I slide or whatever, but I was like, I got to find a way to get in there and get that first down.
Russell Wilson has taken this offense on his back.
They missed the centerpiece of this defense in Cushing because with his speed, Russell Wilson would not be doing this.
Quick pitch left. Here goes Marshawn. He's going to walk in untouched. Touchdown, Seahawks! A 13-play, 98-yard drive by the Seahawks.
And the Texans' lead is down to 7.
We got a ball game.
With just over 5 minutes remaining, the Texans had a chance to seal the victory. Arian Foster took over 2 minutes off the clock. But when Houston faced a 3rd and 4 at the Seattle 40, the Texans went away from the run and called on Matt Schaub to deliver the critical first down. The resulting play became the game's turning point.
Crowd quiet. 2:51 to go, 4th quarter. 7-point lead, 20-13.
Seahawks just flat out got to get the ball back. Can't allow these guys to drive downfield and at least get into field goal range. Schaub goes under center. The motion is the tight end. Schaub turns. Blitz is coming. Schaub's got to get rid of the ball and pick up. It's Richard Sherman. He's going to go down the far sideline. Are you kidding me? Nobody's going to touch him. 10-5. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And the Seahawks are about to inexplicably tie this football game.
It's a big-time play, and I think that was a turning point also. I think that was a turning point in the game when we evened it out, when we brought it to 2020.
Cam Chancellor got through on the blitz and put big-time pressure and forced that throw, and a bad throw it was.
And Schaub has got 3 consecutive weeks with pick sixes.
Anybody have any Advil?
We might need more than that.
Matt Schaub is starting to hear some boos.
They brought a blitz off the edge. We had a keeper trying to make a play to, win the ball game, ice it, and had Owen there, and just should have probably ditched it right at his feet or held it and just lived a punt and let our defense play.
I don't understand it. You got Arian Foster gashing this defense for 3, 4, 5 yards a carry, and I just don't get it.
Had a couple options. We sat there and talked about a couple options. Tried to stay aggressive in what we're doing all day long, trying to make a play, and we didn't. It ended up killing us. I wish I could go call it again, fresh run the ball there and punt and play defense, but I take my responsibility. I could have obviously called a hell of a lot better play.
That's it. It's just like practice.
It was a fantastic call by Dan Quinn. It's something that he practiced during the week for a situation just like that, and we practiced exactly that happening.
I wasn't watching him per se. I knew it was coming. You know, I had picked the same play against our scout team on Friday. It was a play we seen on film that they like to run on short yardage. They like to roll Schaub out, send the receiver on an in and back out route with a corner route behind him, and usually, you know, dump it to the guy in the flat.
Last Sunday, at the identical spot on the field, Houston ran almost the exact same play as it did against Tennessee.
That doesn't happen very often, you know, but when it did, it was just like the world stopped for a second.
As soon as he made the call, we knew the situation we were in. It was 3rd and short. It was a play they liked. They gave us the formation we liked. They motioned down to a stack, which was what we expected to see. But just because you know what's coming, it takes some risk. You're pretty much leaving the safety one-on-one with the corner route behind you. You might get beat over the top for a 20, 30-yard gain if he gets the ball down there. But Cam brings the pressure. Earl did a great job disguising it. I was able to jump it, but he didn't throw it where I thought he was. He kind of put air under it so his guy could grab it. And in that play, I really had to take it from the guy. He had his hands on the ball. I was able to wrestle it away and just go. I lost my shoe for, I think, 50-some yards. But, yeah, it might be the longest return without a shoe in the NFL. I don't know. You got to check that.
In overtime, mistakes continued to undo the Texans.
Leckler tries to hit the roof. Caught at the 5-yard line and tackled at the 7-yard line. Good punt at a big time in overtime. Flag down. It's against the Texans. Wow.
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, because we got them pinned. You know, they called us for running out of bounds without being pushed. So you go from them having 1st and 10 from the 7-yard line into them getting the ball out of the hole.
Lickler gets away, another rocket. Golden catches it at the goal line. He brings it out. Comes up to the 10, 15, 20. Comes near side, 25, brings a tackle, 30. And is finally spun down. Oh, my word, Golden Tate.
He would have gotten all kinds of grief for fielding that thing if he didn't bring it out to where he did. That took some guts.
Texans loading up at the line. Here they come as Wilson gets the ball up to his right. Got him at the 49-yard line. Flag comes down. Kareem Jackson on Baldwin. Boy, he whipped him down to the ground, and they're going to call Kareem with a 15-yard penalty.
Unbelievable.
All that stood between Seattle and the first 4-0 start in franchise history was a long field goal attempt.
45 yards. This is for the ball game. Perfect snap. Kick is up. Kick is long enough. The kick is good! The Seahawks win in overtime in Houston. This may be one of the greatest comebacks in the history of Seahawks football.
The character of this team was really challenged today. And there were so many times when you could have said, oh, okay, not today. It ain't happening. And they just would not go there. So it's a fantastic win over a terrific football team in a very difficult situation, and we're really proud of it.